let's look at the impact of Tesla's deliveries on the stock, if any. So Tesla is up $1.38. That's 0.55% up, closed at 251.60. Post-market, we are down by 13 cents. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. So remember, we are into a bullish channel. But then short term, we are into a downward trend, downward channel, bearish channel. So we are coming down, but we have stopped coming down at 240.89 and 230.88. Those are the two numbers that we are respecting. So, September 26th, we are respecting 240.89. September 25th, we are respecting 238 and 238 also on September 28th. So we are respecting those numbers. So the tug of war between the buyers and sellers right now is stabilizing. It is stabilizing. We are still in the downward trend. I don't advise people to buy into a downward trend because based on the definition of a downward trend, it should continue down. It should continue lower. So you would be buying high, and that's not the point. But right now, we are stabilizing above 240.89. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart to understand what happened today. So basically, for the first hour of the day, we were outside of this very little bullish channel on the 1 hour chart. So we opened quite low after the news came out just before the opening, open. So Tesla said Monday that it produced 430,000 vehicles, down from 475 in the previous quarter. And the company delivered 435K vehicles, down from 465. A sequential decline in volumes was caused by planned downtimes for factory upgrades, as discussed on the most recent earnings call. So this was not news. What was news was how many cars Tesla would be producing in Q3 and also delivering in Q3, but we knew it would be lower than Q2. So this we knew. But the company says that its 2023 volume target of about 1.8 million vehicles remains unchanged, and Tesla will release its results for Q3 on October 18th. And the company shares were down in recent morning. So this is what we see right here. So we opened at 215.44 and Friday at 250. So opened at 244. We opened at 244, went as low as 242.05, which is a resistance that we see on the 1 hour chart. We don't really see it on the daily chart. And then the first hour, we came back up. We came back up at pretty much the same, we came back up and we closed at 250. Then the second hour, we started going higher and higher and we closed at 254. And now, since then, we have been caving in a little bit, but see, we are really finding support at this place right here at around 248. So we are going to use 247 as the support. If we break 247, then on the 1 hour chart, this is going to tell us that we are going to retest the other supports at 240.89, at 242, and 238.11. We are outside of our little bullish channel right here. So, this is not too bad. The stock is not going higher, but it's not going lower. It's basically going sideways. So we still have stochastic over 60, which is a bullish sign. We still have MACD bullish. We have RSI bullish, and we don't have yet the MI bullish. Let's go back on the daily chart. So let's look at our indicators. So in terms of indicators, stochastic on the daily is still not ripe to be bought. Stochastic on the daily chart is at 38. So we need stochastic to be over 60, and we don't have that. We had the MACD breakover bearish. We have RSI that's below 50, that's bearish. And we have the red line above the green line, that's bearish also. So basically, it's not the time to buy Tesla on the daily chart yet. And it might not be before the earnings call. We don't know. Sometimes people get excited before an earnings call and start to buy the stock up. But right now, since we are having low deliveries, lower delivery numbers, so we are going to have lower profits most likely at the earnings call. And Tesla also reduced their prices a little bit in Q3. So in terms of the margins, this should be going a little bit lower. I don't know what is going to happen. Nobody knows what is going to happen, but we could see a caving in a little bit. And if there is a caving in the stock, we used to have buyers coming in on this line right here. This is called a support line. This is where buyers come in to prevent the stock from going further down. So buyers come in at this point. The big question is, are they going to come if Tesla starts to go lower than 240 and 238? This remains to be seen. If the buyers come in at that point, then we are going to be at around $230. So that would not be a bad price to get Tesla at $230. And we might be getting a buy signal again, the fourth buy signal maybe since January. So we'll see if and when this happens. So stay tuned. We are doing a video on Tesla every single day. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So Tesla manages to weasel its way out of the full self-driving class action. Weasel its way out. This is Fred Lambert. This guy is also from Quebec, like me. This weekend, the judge ruling over the case accepted Tesla's argument that all the owners except one agreed to arbitration. U.S. District Judge Haywood Gilliam, in a decision issued today on Saturday, said 4 Tesla owners who filed a proposed class action last year had agreed to arbitrate any legal claims against the company when they accepted its terms and conditions while purchasing vehicles through a Tesla website. A 5th plaintiff who did not sign an arbitration agreement waited too long to sue. So, okay, I guess this case was dismissed based on procedures. In the US, everyone who bought a Tesla vehicle through Tesla has to agree to a purchase agreement that includes a section about an agreement to arbitrate. Arbitrate and not litigate. In the event of a concern or dispute between us, please send Tesla written notice to resolution describing the nature of the dispute and the relief sought. If it is not resolved within 60 days, Tesla and you agree that any dispute arising out of or relating to any aspect of the relationship between us will not be decided by a judge or a jury, but instead by a single arbitrator in an arbitration administered by the American Arbitration Association. I think it's pretty smart from Tesla in one sense because they don't want to have frivolous lawsuits that would cost a lot of money. So they can present their case to an arbitrator, and if he has a right mind, this arbitrator is going to find a good solution. So basically, the lawsuit failed to move to a class action, and the owners will have to take up their issues individually with Tesla through arbitration process. And I guess Fred is pissed about that a little bit. Okay, Tesla surges back to positive on annual delivery goal reassurance. Tesla stock surged back up and recovered from a pre-market tumble as the market seems to be reassured by the reiteration of the automaker's annual delivery goals. So so the 435,000 cars, blah, blah, blah. So basically, this is the explanation as to why the stock is recovering, that Tesla is going to still build 1.8 million cars this year. I don't remember if we talked about this one, but Tesla launches a slightly updated Model Y in China. So yeah, it's not a major update, but they have included the same LED strip that we have on the recently refreshed Model 3 Highland. So, this is looking a little bit more upscale. And Tesla also slightly updated the Gemini wheel, which are the standard wheels for the Model Y, with a darker color. And Tesla also made the vehicle a tiny bit faster with the base Model Y, now with a 5.90 to 60, a 0 to 100 kilometers. Updated cars are always nice. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is up 0.09, so not up that much. Up 0.51%, closed at 1760. So we still have a stochastic over 60 on the VIX. So the pattern is still bullish. We still have some force in that index. And we also went higher today than where we went last Friday. We made a higher high and a higher low. So, this is not looking too good. So if this thing is going to go up, the stock market should be going down. And I think the stock market went down as a whole, but Tesla is holding quite well. US bonds, the treasury bonds are going higher, 2.4% higher. Rivian, so Rivian, we are watching Rivian. We need Rivian to break 24.62 in order to consider this a buy. And stochastic is at 75, so everything is ready for us to get in above 24.62 and to catch at least a little swing, because we could be seeing some turbulence at 26.91, where we used to have a lot of sellers coming in and pushing the stock down. So we are going to test at some point if the sellers are still there. But if they are, if the buyers are stronger than the sellers. Xpeng down 1.25%. So the same thing here. We are waiting for a break of 1922. If we don't have a break of 1922, well, basically we are just into a congestion zone, and there is not much to do when we are into a congestion zone on the daily chart like this. NEO is still in its downward channel. We had a little bit of a move up recently, but now we are caving in a little bit. Any move in a stock, any move up in a stock when you don't have stochastic over 60, you should not believe that move. And this is a good example right here. It started to go up. Stochastic did not move higher than 60, so we should not have believed this and gotten into this. So we are down 2.77%. VinFast is still coming down. We are down 21%. I pity the people that bought that stock. Apple is still in a downward channel. The trend in Apple is to go down. The trend is to go down. Yes, it could zigzag while going down, and that could give some people the impression that, oh, well, it's going up, it's great. Yeah, it could be temporary. As long as we are into this downward channel, we should just let it go down, because nobody knows until where it is going to go down. So we are up 1.48%, closed at 173.75. ARM started to go a little bit higher. We were into a very tight bullish channel. They don't tend to last a long time, and this one surely did not. Right now, if we break 54.55, this is a buy signal. But we don't have any indicators yet because we don't have enough candles to do these calculations. Palantir, we are waiting for Palantir to break 16 bucks at least and break our downward resistance right here. And we have not done any of them. So look at how perfect this day was. The high of the day was at 1603, right smack on our downward resistance right here. These lines mean something. They mean something to the stock. So right now we closed at 1588, down 12 cents, 0.75%. So we still have to wait a little bit. We have stochastic, we have all of the indicators, so we are just waiting for the signal in order to get in. Nvidia is up $12.83, that 2.95%, closed at 447.82. So we have broken 440.51, which is an interesting support. We are not going to be sure that this really wants to go until it breaks 479.22, because we are in a big congestion zone between 479.82 and 406.52. And there's no stochastic over 60 yet. Let's look at our indices. So Dow Jones basically going sideways, down 0.22%. SPX going sideways, 0.01% up. NASDAQ 0.67%. This one is bouncing on its bullish channel support. Look at the bullish channel right here. It started in January of this year, and it's been going up. And each time this index comes to that support, we have buyers that come in and push it back up. And so far, this is what is happening here. Yes, we had a couple of days where we went a little bit too far, but now we seem to be coming in line okay. Gold, spot physical gold is tanking like crazy. So while we are down 1.68%, close at 1408, gold is not going good. This was a great short right here if you took it. we had the break of the horizontal resistance at 1469. We had no stochastic over 60. This was the time to buy, and look at this. Boom, 1460 to 14. You will become millionaire with that, but profit is profit. And silver is following suit right now, so we are down 4.09%. So we are officially outside of this bullish channel we were in with silver. We are outside of it. So we'll see until where it goes. Bitcoin wanting to go higher. We are down 0.48%, but everybody that bought Bitcoin pretty much paid higher than what you could pay on Friday, because the high is higher, the low is higher. So, in my book, this is going up. And this is the current channel we are in. XRP down 1.57%, still in its bullish channel. Let's hope it continues. US dollar climbing higher and higher, 0.81% up. Neo Battery Material, there's not many trades here. I see some news here. Neo Battery Materials on Tuesday said its shares will be halted on TSX Venture as the company completes a change of business transaction into a technology company. Oh. The silicon anode materials company said the change in its classification to a tier 2 technology company aligns with its current business focus. We are excited to complete the final step in the company's COB to become Canada's first silicon anode material company. Our industry classification with our current business activities will enhance visibility and clarity to the public, clients, and investment community. Fine. The company said it expects to receive exchange approvals for the switch in 2 days following completion of a $3.9 million financing. So, okay, this is just a change in categorization. Let's wait until we get the buy signal on the daily chart with Tesla to get excited, and we might have to wait for the earnings call that is going to happen on October 18th. So a little bit more than 2 weeks away. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.